Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Ryan, a Degenerate Passive Income, coming to you this evening on December 30th, 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope everybody had a great Christmas and wish everyone a pre-Happy New Year, right? That is tomorrow. So with that said, we are going to get started. Let me turn this volume down 1 second. Tomorrow. So there we go. Sorry about that. And we're here. So thank you for joining, whoever is joining this evening. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year tomorrow. I hope everyone celebrates safely tomorrow night. I apologize, but AJ has a sick kid. He messaged me about 15 minutes ago. He's like, sorry, bro, I can't come on tonight. I've got a couple sick kids. I got to help the wife take care of the kids. So AJ is not going to be here. So we're going to get through this. Whatever questions, we're going to run through everything we got going on, guys. So let me know if there's any questions on Bernard bonds, if there's any question on EarnFi, DexFi, treasury bonds. We'll talk about FortuneFi a little bit. That is being audited right now. If you've been paying attention to my groups, I've been talking about silver bonds. It's not what it's called, guys, but that's what's happened. We'll go through that a little bit as well. I'm excited about that because I'm a huge silver stacker. So we're going to talk about that, and we'll talk about whatever you guys want. I mean, first, start off with the market, right? The market is still garbage. I mean, $88,000 Bitcoin, it's up and down, people taking profits, people doing this, people doing that. It's no fun. Like, no one's making any money, right? I mean, unless you're a pro trader and have the time to do that. Our big one is ETH, guys. This is how we make all the fees. Obviously, Bernard bonds, you know, we've got $2,900 ETH. That is crap. But you know what? What can we do about it? We have to wait for the bull to start running. And that's it. So, you know, what else do you want? Thank you for joining Stinky Beans. Kendall Thorne's always here. Furry Blue Me is in the house. If I knew you were going to be awake, Graham, I would have told you to hop on. Sorry about that. I figured you'd be sleeping, so I didn't even ask. So next time we'll get you on. The Furry Blue Me is Grover321 in the Telegram group, who answers all the questions about Plazm, about L stake. We got L stake. It's in pre-launch right now, guys. Pre-launch investments. We can run through that a little bit as well. Don't let me forget, Graham, please. And what else? Yeah, the market blows. Bottom line. That's the gist of it. It sucks. No one's doing anything, and that's why people are just kind of, you know, kicking back. And you know, obviously over the holidays, people aren't messing around with a lot of crypto in the holidays anyway. So I mean, after this coming weekend, I think things get back to normal. There's gonna be more, you know, people are gonna be, okay, holidays over, it's time to concentrate, let's go. Whether the bull probably won't start running then either. Who knows when it's going to happen? A lot of people are saying February. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball, but we can only hope. It is business as usual, guys. We'll start off with Bernard bonds. It's just cranking away, making almost 32% APR. Is that super sexy? It's not bad. Okay, I'm not complaining. That is what 32 2 over 8. That's what 2.6, 2.7% a month. All right. It's not 50. It's not 100. It's not 150. But you know what? It is real yield. It is real world revenue with liquidity farming. And all the stats are right up here, guys. Total USD distributed, 256,000, 6,755 bonds minted. Each NFT, which is the Bernard bond, is worth $73 and I have $121 to claim here. I don't claim until I reach 1,000. My 122 bonds are worth $8,860. That is the gist of it. Okay. We all know that the price of the bond goes up and down with the assets and what they're paired with. I mean, I don't know how much we can preach about bonds, but as far as Bernard bonds and treasury bonds and DexFi, it's the only protocol I know out there that is using real yield and Plazm. Okay, it's real world revenue because everything in Plazm goes into bonds, DexFi treasury bonds. Okay, that's the thing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, right over here, DexFi treasury bonds. 25,000 of those minted, ladies and gentlemen. 820,000 USD distributed, 28% APR. So Bernard bonds is a little over 3.5% better this last week. Okay, APR. The week before that, I think maybe is 1%, and the 2 or 3 weeks before that, DexFi treasury bonds were better than Bernard bonds. So there is no, oh, this one's better than that. It's all about even Steven, guys. So don't panic if you only. I have both. I have a ton of both. I have a ton of treasury bonds. I have a ton of Bernard bonds. Okay, that's just me. You guys do what you want. So they're cranking away. Current fund value 1.6 million. I think Plazm owns. I think it's like, I don't remember how many bonds, but we'll go over to Plazm and we'll look at that as well. We'll look at the stats, Fusion Watch, and Furry Blue Me here. He is a part of that. He's a busy guy. So we're going to go over that too as well, guys. Back to Bernard bonds. This thing's still crank away. Current fund value is 490,000. That thing was at 900,000 before, when the price of ETH was worth holding. So Furry Blue says the compounding for the bonds has been turned up. So we have basically reached the bottom of the price of bonds, by the way. Yes. So there's the compounding has been turned up, guys. Which means profits, lots of compounding going in instead of paying towards, out USDC. I think it's about 50-50. And that's what's keeping the bond price, pretty level. Because it hasn't gone down much at all in the last, 2 months. And that's it. I in my opinion, 32% a month is good money. And I'm not complaining about it because I know it's not going to rug pull. I know it's not going to do any stupid crap. Okay. That's just my opinion. I love it because I know that I can go right over here. If I click this little button here, I can go right over here and I can see the assets in the wallets. I can see where every single dollar is inside the farms, what pairs all the money is in, and how much money is in each pair. We've got the Binance Smart Chain. We've got AVAX. We've got Sonic. And obviously Base is our biggest, guys. You can see it. You can also click on transactions and you can see when people are minting, okay? People mint when we go into when bonds are being airdropped, when we go into, receiving money from different vaults. It's all here, ladies and gentlemen, okay? It's always going to be there. You can scroll through this. It never ends. And this is what I love about it, okay? I mean, nobody else does this. Nobody has their stuff on DBank. Wallets doxed. Every penny is accounted for. And that is what I love about Bernard bonds. And the same thing with DexFi treasury bonds, guys. Okay. You click this one right here and it pulls up the same exact thing. Okay. Furry Blue Me says Plazm owns about 20% of the DexFi bonds. That's crazy. So 20%, that's what, 6, that's about 6,000. If my math is right, I should be doing math online. We'll go look at it when we go to Plazm. But that's what's happening, guys. Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy amount of bonds. Plazm's killing the game. Our last live, which was with me and AJ. Sorry we missed last week with the holidays, guys. People are traveling. People got things going on. So I get it. I wasn't going to miss this week. It's unfortunate AJ couldn't make it, but you know what? It's fine. It's okay. We'll get through this. So don't ask too hard questions. If not, Furry Blue Me, I am sure will chime in and set the record straight. Okay. So that's the thing at Bernard bonds, guys. And DexFi treasury bonds, it's still cranking. It's still liquidity farming. It's still paying us USDC dropped into her wallet every single minute. Okay. It takes US ETH on base to purchase a bond. You mint your bond, it's automatically staked. USDC, magic internet money, starts dropping into your wallet from the liquidity farming. It's not fake. It's not some dev sitting behind the scenes. Oh, this wallet needs a little bit to make it look good. It's not how it works, guys. It's all smart contract based. Everything is there and on chain for you to see. If you want to redeem your bond or sell your bond, there is a 10% tax. All right. That 10% tax stays in the protocol, rewarding us OG holders. Like if I sold my bonds right now, I would pay $885. That would stay in the smart contract. It would stay in the liquidity farms earning. That is beautiful. So just saying, it doesn't go to me. It doesn't go to AJ. It doesn't go to Jake. It goes nowhere. It stays in the protocol, and you can see it all on chain. And that's what I love about that part of the whole situation. You can see it all right here in DBank. Okay. All under the portfolio, where everything goes, where it's coming in, you know, TVL, how many bonds are minted, obviously on the main page, and things of that nature. Now, we should scoot over. Yeah, exactly. Free Blue Me says 30% APY in a shitty market is nothing to sneeze at. It's not. Okay. So, I mean, we are in a bear market, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. We are in a bear market. That's what's happening. When is it going to turn? I don't know. I'm thinking February, March. I think. Okay. I was hoping it'd be in November, December. Obviously, those months are gone. December's gone after tomorrow. It's been crazy. So when will it turn around? February, March. Let me know in the comments. What do you guys think? What month is it going to be? What month are we going to see $5,000 ETH, another all-time high, $127,000 Bitcoin, things of that nature? Let me know in the comments. You know, what month do you think it's going to happen? Is it going to happen? Is the bull run ever coming? All right. Are we going to stay in the bear market? That's what we're wondering, right? I mean, that's an important thing. So with that said, let's switch over to Plazm. You guys saw me go back in on day 79. I think it was a day or two late. We will go down here. Here's my stake. Okay. I'm going to refresh this. If you have trouble reading numbers, guys, refresh the DApp. Okay. Or disconnect your wallet, refresh the screen, connect your wallet again, hard refresh. You guys know the drill. Shift Command R on my MacBook. That's what it does. Sometimes it gets a little goofy, but they're figuring that out. And, you know, just pay attention to that. I'm still minus 22.4% ROI on my stake, and I am 14 days in, so 2 weeks. When I first started, I think I was minus 65%. So I've gained like 40% back, you know, so another week, I will probably be even. And then I'm going to have 70 or, you know, how many days? 55 days, 57 days to start, you know, earning some serious Plazm. I got 28.53 staked. I've got total Plazm of 58.92, and everyone knows I've 1.81% ownership. Furry Blue Me says just after a launch of L stake. Yeah, hopefully that's when the bull starts. Yes, Furry Blue Me, right. So Furry Blue Me, could you explain a little bit? I know everyone says stack tokens, stack Plazm, and you want to get your ownership up as much as you want. What does that mean, this ownership of 1.81%? Is that important to me? Is that a good number to be at? I have no idea, okay? I'm just compounding for 5 full cycles, guys. That's it, all right? I'm not taking any profits. I'm putting fresh ETH back in every time, no matter what the cost is, okay? We are calling it a contribution and not a fee because it is helping the protocol. Everyone's panicking that this money just disappears. It does not disappear, ladies and gentlemen, okay? It is helping the protocol, and you will always earn more Plazm than you can buy on the market, which is very, very important, okay? It's super, super important. So, easy mode, guys, okay? This will, and you could figure it out from ETH, USDC, eShare, or Plazm. You pick and choose what you want to do. Obviously, the stakes are better than the creates. The creates are still negative. The stakes are 86.4% APR, which is amazing. Okay, that is what 7%, little over 7% a month. Okay. Furry Bluebee says your share is your earning power. The higher that is, the more Plazm you earn. Okay, so 1.81%. Hopefully, that's a decent number. I remember someone saying you wanted 1%, like is really good. So maybe I'm doing okay. I have no idea. It doesn't matter. I'm in this for 3 more cycles after this. I'm going to take profit in like whatever it is next November. Okay, I'm not worrying about till then. I'm going to keep compounding all my tokens and putting fresh ETH back in to pay for that. I'm not going to sell my Plazm or use easy mode. I want to do it manually because I want the most tokens possible. We look at the stats. Guys, 137 ETH in the vault balance, $407,000 in USD balance, obviously. 6,460 bonds. There it is. That's how many bonds that Plazm has bought. Okay. Pretty sweet. Furry Blue Me says 1% is a very good. So I'm at 1.81. I'm doing good then. Great. Bonds, they own 25% of the bonds. Okay, the Plazm protocol. That's crazy. That's crazy. Total claim profits. This is what the bonds have made, guys. 55,844, which the buy and burn and build is obviously turned on now, guys. It's not cranked up by any means, but it's keeping things steady. We've got some, there's still some jeets happening here. Whatever, jeets will be jeeting. You never get away from that. Okay, that's the thing. Okay, but we're still 1173, and we've got Plazm is at 5.2 cents, right? Got massive sell here, big sell here, big sell here, whatever. Our shares and we get the more Plazm that gets sold, better off us holders are, guys. Okay, this is what I'm bullish on, and I love that. Okay, 1.8% should be earning you 1.8 Plazm per day. Okay, perfect. I'm done with that. I don't care if it's 800 Plazm a day. All right. All I know is that I'm earning because I believe in the team and I believe in the protocol. Henry Jones says the Plazm contributions are not improving, unfortunately. The Plazm E-share ratio is 0.044 currently and needs to get to 0.2 so the contribution goes away. I don't think, now, correct me if I'm wrong, Free Blue Me, but I don't think the contribution goes away. It just gets much less, correct? Free Blue Me, I don't think that ever goes away. It just gets a whole bunch less. And I thought we talked about this in the last AMA, but I'm not sure. I thought maybe AJ saying it would cut into half, but I could be dreaming. So Free Blue, maybe correct me if I'm wrong there in the chat. I cannot be sure of what I heard or what we talked about. So if you could, please touch on that, Grover. I would appreciate that. Otherwise, it's business as usual, guys. Plazm. You buy your Plazm. You can bridge portfolio. Here's my portfolio. There's my cost. And I have it written down. I am 6,500 USD, or I shouldn't say USD, $6,500 worth of ETH into this whole thing. So, and I have it written down, and we're gonna go back in the lives when it's on my 5th compound cycle, because I want to know exactly how much I have into it and what I'm actually earning. I promise you guys I would do this just for the content. I am not going to go back on my word. That is what's happening. All right. So Plazm is killing the game, in my opinion. Yes, there are some fees to deal with. Free Blue Me says the better way to think of the contribution is splitting your investment into 2 parts, as a Plazm part and an ETH part. The contribution won't go away, but as the E-share price of Plazm goes up, the contribution amount goes down. Okay, that's what I thought, Grover. All right. I'm pretty sure that's what we talked about 2 weeks ago when someone brought this up, and it could have been Henry Jones as well that asked that question, because everyone was saying, oh my gosh, this fee is nuts, and yeah, it was a bit of money. I think to do this stake of 28,500, I think it was $2,700 in ETH. It was like 0.85 ETH I spent that night. I told you I would. It could have been 3 ETH and I still would have done it. Okay. Because I want to show people, and at the end of this 5 cycles I'm compounding, am I a winner? Am I a hero? Am I zero? What am I, guys? That's what I need to know. All right. And that's what I'm going to do no matter what happens. All right, guys. So with that said, Plazm is absolutely killing it. In my opinion, price is holding steady. We've got a nice little floor going. And eventually all the JEETs will be out. After this, I believe after the second cycle, people will know exactly how this thing goes. The rest of the JEETs will be out who aren't willing to do, what is best for the protocol. They'll be like, okay, I'm out of here. I'm dumping. Get those people out. Okay. Let them go. That's more shares that we all own now. I'm okay with that. So very nice. Very nice. So that is Plazm, ladies and gentlemen. The contribution is like a superannuation fund. Example, you put 100 in now for 110 later. Yes. I know we've said that, Grover, but and I get it. Okay. Some people don't. And because I think it's just more of a sticker shock, maybe, in my opinion, for a lot of people. I wasn't expecting to spend $2,700 on ETH to restake my Plazm, to do another 77 days. Honestly, I wasn't expecting that at all. All right. But you know what? I did it because I kind of understand it and it's what's best for the protocol. And I told you guys I would. So whatever it is, it's happening. All right, guys, that is what's going on. What else? My referrals, I've got 1.1823 ETH in referrals. I've given all of that away. One to a massive whale, and the rest we've done I haven't done one in a month now because I haven't been making any, EarnFi. We had 0% profit, no loss, guys. So I didn't make any commission off that. That's why we haven't done a Bruno X giveaway, guys. Okay. That'll be coming up when we get, start getting that going again, which we should talk about right now. We should talk about EarnFi. So where is EarnFi? It is right here. Okay. This is the correct TVL, 162,644 USDC on ETH. Okay. It ends in 2 weeks. So that's what? Today is Tuesday. So it ends next Tuesday morning. Yes, at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. No, 2 weeks from Tuesday. Yes, 2 weeks from Tuesday. So that's what, and just a heads up, guys, okay? There is EarnFi, we're adapting and we're pivoting, okay? What that means is every day we're withdrawing our USD out of the brokerage account. I'm not doing it, AJ is, okay? Withdrawing some each day so we don't get flagged. And then that's getting turned into crypto. And this crypto trading bot that EarnFi is what they've been testing, like we talked about 2 weeks ago. Like you probably saw my Telegram group, little birdie told me it's getting close to double digits. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to be double digits for our whole 162,000 because we're not trading with that much, guys, okay? I think it's around 50,000 we're trading with right now. If I remember correctly, maybe I'm not even supposed to say that. I have no idea, but it's out there now. But that's how much we've gotten out. So after this complete cycle, we will have our whole bag in there. Deposits will be opening up again. So we will get a return unless crypto goes to zero, all right, in 13 and a half days, whatever it is. And the crypto bot has been killing it, okay? It's actually on Solana, all right? So I'm excited about that. I had a little meeting with AJ this week, and that's what's happening, okay? It is a crypto trading bot built by AJ and Jake, not the Jake from DexFi, but the original Jake from the old EMP days, okay? He is a dev. He is a super smart guy. And he is and AJ are running that crypto bot, And that's what's happening. So with that said, EarnFi, I'm thinking we're going to have a juicy payout in a couple weeks. Okay, guys? If I get 6%, I'm laughing because, guys, that's $3,000 in my pocket. I got 50 stacks into this sucker. Okay. That's a lot of money to me. 50 grand. Okay. So just a heads up. All right. Not a small amount of money. All right. Not a small amount of money. So I'm excited about the crypto bot. What do we got here? Yes, definitely sticker shock. 100% sticker shock. I added fresh ETH, super duper sticker shock, BDK. Yes, I get it. Okay. So you got over one ETH. I'm at like 0.05 from. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, it'd be great if I kept it, Grover, but I didn't keep any of it. It's all being given away because that's just what's happening. Because the people who got infected by Bruno X, you know, we're going to do spin the wheel. It's probably going to be the end of January now before we spin the wheel, guys, because I haven't got any referrals, and bonds actually, you know, haven't really been killing the game either. So very little income, but we'll get it back going. Not to worry. I never promised anybody it'd be paid off in 2 years. It could take me 20 years, but you know what? I'm going to try my hardest. All right. That is what we're doing. So, EarnFi crypto bot is trading. It is killing it. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, they did figure out a way without getting front run, because when this DApp goes live, it is going to show the actual live trades. Okay, live trades, ladies and gentlemen. How did they say they're going to do it? AJ will explain next week, but it's going to be like a delay. There's some sort of delay they can program in or something like that, so we can't get front run on the trades. But every single trade that bot makes is going to be on the dashboard, and it's going to have our P&L. It's going to have what the bot made. It's going to be great. I love that, because I told, we were actually going to think about returning everybody's money, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be 100% honest and transparent here. After this cycle, or after last cycle, me and AJ were ready to shut it down and be like, you know what? This bot isn't working. Let's just give everyone their money back. 0% interest, you know, and rewards for this cycle. Let's give everyone their money back. Shut EarnFi down. We're done with it. It's too much work. It's too much headache. And he's like, well, there's one option, you know, this crypto bot we've been doing with 10 grand, and it's been killing the game. We could switch over to that, but then how does that make EarnFi look? Like I said, AJ, I say it every week. We're adapting. We're still building. Let's turn EarnFi. Let's get rid of the, generating optimal returns off of, stocks and things of that nature. It's going right over to crypto. I think someone has so this EarnFi lockup is trading crypto. Yes, right now, this is the first cycle it's trading crypto, Marvin Witt. Okay. And it's doing very, very well. I'm really excited about it. And I should be. I got 50,000 into it. I mean, I would be stoked if I got 6% the first month, especially when all the funds aren't even be trading yet. They're still withdrawing out of the brokerage on USD, so we don't get red flagged, okay? Because you start pulling 100 grand at a time, things get, flags go up, right? I mean, it's just things happen. Government gets involved. It's stupid, all right? I mean, that's just the way it is. So EarnFi is trading crypto. It is rocking. It is still going. We're adapting. We're continuing on with it. And I'm super excited about that as well. Let me know in the comments if you want to talk about anything else, guys. L-Stake, right here, guys, okay? This is no joke either, okay? Grover, we need to get on another AMA probably. I mean, let's at least shoot for, I don't know. We could probably even do one this weekend. Let's get together after, we'll talk. I see he's DMing me now. So we need to get another AMA to explain, because I know there's a new, if you invest so much, they get a little more percentage and things of that nature, guys. But this is the pre-launch, guys, okay? I am in this. We got the initial 25,000 lined up for the development, and now we've got 28,658 raised for the liquidity. Okay, we need a 65K minimum. Of course, the higher that is, I would love to see 100K minimum. I'm going to be putting more in as well because we've got till, I know the pre-sale ends sometime first or second week of January. I can't remember what the announcement was, but you know, for the special, for the more percentage, but they're still going to be taking funds till the first week of February. Devs will be deving. Could take a little longer than February 1st, guys. It could be March 1st before L Stake is launched. And you know what? To be honest, when the bull isn't running, and it'd be worse if the bull was running right now and L Stake was going, okay, or just in pre-launch. That would suck, in my opinion. I want to get in on this right when the bull starts running, so we can get maximum profits. If you guys decide to go on this, guys, it's a $500 USDC base minimum. There's the address, copy and paste. And then when you're done with that, you DM Grover 321 in the comments or in the Telegram group. All right. I'll link the Telegram group. It's in all my other Telegram groups, guys. Okay. I'll link it. And you guys can send him obviously he'll know your username, but you can send the transaction hash and the amount you sent, and he will make sure it gets to where it needs to go. All right. And we'll start earning a yield. Okay. So this is a lot to go through. That's why I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for me and Grover to have a separate AMA because it's a lot. I understand it. I think about 50%. Okay. We've had 2 AMAs now, I think, but I think it's important we have one at least once a week, just like we do in everything else, because when this thing launches, I love that's going to be backed by, 15% silver, gold, and PACA. We're going to talk about silver too, guys. Okay. All right. Right there. That's 100 ounces right there. All right. There's a 20-ounce stack right here. I've got silver laying all over the place. Here's a 10-ounce bar. All right. I mean, I'm a silver stacker. That's me. That is me. I love silver. I have more gold than I have silver, but obviously the appreciation of silver is crazy right now. But anyway, we'll talk about that when we get into, we'll talk about silver bonds, right? Development is powering along. If Scott keeps powering along, the legend, obviously Dev, it could be early February launch. Great. So devs be devin, Grover, I'm going to say end of February by March 1st. That's just me. There's no rush, I don't think. I mean, I don't think the bull's going to, no one has told me in the comments when they think the bull's going to run either. I mean, don't be scared. We all know it's not financial advice, guys. When is it going to bull start running? When are we going to break 100K in Bitcoin? You know what I mean? When are we going to have $127,000 Bitcoin, new all-time high? $4,980 ETH, new all-time high. That is what I'm waiting for. Not that I'm selling ETH or Bitcoin, but I'd like to see my bags grow instead of everything, someone bought 300 million bucks worth, then someone sells 500 million worth. It's just bam, bam, bam. It gets so old watching that for the last, month and a half? It's just getting sickening, and I'm bored of it. Okay. I don't like getting bored. So check out L Stake, guys. It's a lot of information. Okay. But it's going to benefit Bernard bonds. Okay. Because a minimum of 80% is going into Bernard bonds. All right. So if someone buys, $1,000 worth of L Stake, $800 minimum is going into Bernard bonds for the real yield part of it. All right. 15% into gold, silver, and PACA, which is amazing. And that's where it's hedged, right? Backed by real world assets, gold, silver, PACA. Okay. So it's going to be very cool. Grover's worked his butt off on this thing. I'm excited about it. I'm glad to be a part of the pre-launch and part of the development. And it's just another thing. It's going to be another tool in my toolbox to earn passive income. All right. Grover says we also have confirmed that ESHARE and Plazm will be the first 2 Oh yeah, LSAS partners. Okay, that's awesome. ESHARE and Plazm. We're gonna be the first two. That's liquid staking as a service, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, am I right on that, Grover? I could be wrong in that too. Like, you know, I'm an idiot. Okay, but I believe that means liquid staking as a service. So BTC, ETH, gold, and looking at silver hedge too. Okay, yes, excuse me. BTC, it's hedged. LSTake is hedged. BTC, ETH, obviously the big two, the top two. Gold, and looking at silver hedge. Yeah, don't leave silver out, Grover. Please, I beg you. If I had as many ounces, let me give you a little story. Okay, this bar of silver, it's 100 ounces. I don't know if you can see the writing on it. It's real. It's heavy. Like, it's beefy. This bar of silver, I bought December 1st. Okay, at 49 bucks. People thought I was absolutely insane. All right. We just hit 83.75 last Friday. Okay. Yeah, it was Friday. 83.75. That is, it was 10% in one day. It's trading for 74 right now, I believe. So even at 49 to 74, you guys can do the math. That is over a 30% gain. All right. I paid 4,900 bucks for this bar. Right now, this bar is worth 7,400, which is amazing. I'm holding it because I believe that silver is $1,000 an ounce by 2030. That's only 4 years away, guys. Okay. I believe that silver is $200 an ounce by the end of this year. That's over a double from here. This is why I hold silver. All right. I've got 10-ounce bars. I've got 100-ounce bars, and I've got, coins. I've got coins, right? Coins, right? I mean, I'm a silver weirdo. Okay. If there is an on-chain silver we can incorporate, I'm there with it as a hedge. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Right. Perfect. Beautiful. So, and that's going on too, guys. LSTake. Please, yes, please. Hopefully we can figure something out, Grover. I would love to see silver as a hedge as well. It's the highest appreciating asset right now. It is the highest appreciating asset ever. Okay. It's outperformed everything. I'll definitely cautiously optimistic for LSTake. I think it could be the major missing piece for the ecosystem. Otherwise, Plazm will just continue to have major drop every time there is a big unlock. I don't think that's true, Marvin, because it's not dropping that much. I mean, we found our floor at like 5 cents. So, I mean, and there's no massive unlocks. I think tomorrow is our last big unlock, or was that today? I don't remember. But it didn't drop that much, a half a cent. I mean, whatever. I don't worry about a half a cent. If Plazm is, I'm not worried about the price until next fall. But that's just me. I have a long-term mindset. Okay. Long-term mindset. So that's just me, guys. Make sure to check out LSTake. Get with Grover 321. Ask him the hard questions. I'm going to talk to Grover after this AMA, and we're going to line up an AMA. I know it needs to be super early for me and super late for him. We're like a 17-hour difference. It's crazy. I don't even know how that maths out, but whatever. 17 hours difference for us too. What else? We need to talk about, for Ruby says, LSTake also offers ability for any token that uses the LSAS to have a alternative exit route that doesn't dump price. Yes, exactly. And these are the things, please guys, when we do this AMA with Grover in the next, whatever it is, 3, 4, 5 days, please join so we can explain. I mean, we've went in depth before, but we have more things to talk about now that there's different partners, there's different things going on in the background, things of that nature. So please, please, please attend that AMA, or at least watch the recording. It'll be posted in all my groups. Okay. So yeah, but Marvin, hang in there. I know you're everybody's down and out with crypto right now. It doesn't matter what you're in, okay? Everybody's down and out to be like, oh my God, crypto's not going anywhere. This is why I get excited about stuff like this, because I like to diversify. I love, 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 all right? That's how I came up with the idea of, might as well start talking about right now, silver bond, okay? You guys saw my interview with Michelle, probably. It's got a lot of views. She's a silver expert, and I've been a massive silver stacker. She is. I'm a silver stacker as well, gold as well. And I just felt like we could use this. So I contacted AJ. I'm like, AJ, can we back the price of silver to a bond? And he's like, well, yeah, but you're going to have to physically go buy the silver when the USDC on base comes into the wallet. You have to exchange it for USD, and you're going to have to find a place to buy it that's reasonable, and you're going to have to find, do everything. I'm like, yes, I will do that. Okay. I will do that because we need something else. Okay. And this is my way. And I shouldn't say I'm forcing people to do anything, but it's forcing you to get into something that's real world. This is not crypto. All right. This is things I treat these little things like this, these little silver tokens. All right. If the world goes awry, this is what's going to be used for trading. You need something from your neighbor or whatever. Guess what? It's going to be silver and gold. It's not going to be any dirty dollar. All right. This is the new thing. But this is in short supply as well. Okay. There's only so much silver in there. Most of the silver has been mined in the world. All right. There's a shortage. That's why I'm super, super bullish on silver. But so AJ says to me, he says, you know what? Yeah, we can build a dashboard. If we get enough interest, you can pair it with the price of, we'll compare a bond to the exact price of silver. And we can have a ticker, which will look like something like this. Okay. You see silver's at 75.66 right now. Look at the candles. Everyone says buying at the top. This isn't the top, guys. Top was 83.75. Okay. So I don't know, but you're always going to have fudsters and morons in the chats, guys. Okay. And in the Telegram groups, whatever. Those are the people that they're losing. They're losing everything else. They're frustrated. Okay. It doesn't matter. But it'll have something compared to this. All right. It'll have the live price of silver. And when you mint that bond, okay, the bond will cost, if you're to mint right now, 75.62 plus 10%. So about 7.56. Okay. So it'll be like $83 to mint that bond right now. Okay. That $83, that bond gets minted. I see it. I automatically call my silver person up. Go look at my video today. I call my silver guy up and be like, hey, I need to lock in this price right now. I'll be over there in a couple hours or right away tomorrow morning with the money, because I still have to take. I'm front running. I shouldn't say I'm front running, but you're paying me in crypto, right? Or not me. You're paying the platform in crypto. I need to switch it back into USD like I did today. All right. That takes usually a day. So I'm using my own money, my own USD, to go buy the silver right away. All right. For you guys, whoever mints a silver bond. That silver bond, I call it in, I go pick it up, and I go pay, I lock in the price, then I can go the next day, pick it up like today. I picked up right here. I just showed it to you guys. Okay. There are 5 silver bonds minted already. All right. We've got 4 different coins. We've got some old eagles here. All right. These guys. And then we've got a couple of new ones. All right. These are all 0.999 silver, real 1 ounce coins. Still, everything's packed in 1 troy ounce, 999 fine, silver rounds. Okay. I went and picked these 5 up for the people who bought a silver bond today. Very, very cool. Okay. I sent them pictures of it. Here it is. Those are going in the vault tomorrow. But people didn't know, I have a Bitcoin mining farm, and it is in an old bank building with a vault in it. All right. I'm the only one that knows the code, or it's got the old style huge lock. I'll take a picture of that as well. The old style huge turn knob. I'm the only one that knows the combination. Okay. That combination is going to go to AJ. And then that he will, if I were to get hit by a bus tomorrow, he will get a hold of my people in my trust, and they will take care of the vault, get into the vault, take the silver, and then AJ will be like, okay, it'll probably be shipped to AJ. AJ will get rid of the silver, pay everybody out, or whatever he wants to do after that. Okay, if something were to happen to me, all right, that's how that's going to work. When you decide to redeem your bond, it's going to be a website just like Bernard Bonds. Okay, it's going to have what the price of silver is over here, how many bonds you have, the value of them with the live ticker. That'll change. There won't be any APR, but it'll be total bonds minted, and then it'll be the price of the bond up here, because that's going to vary, guys, right, with the price of silver, and that'll give you a USD value. You'll be able to mint. Boom. You'll have a P&L. It's going to be just like this. I'm super excited about that. But that's just me. When you decide to redeem or sell your bond, okay? When you sell the bond, you'll have a 48-hour window to claim your bond or sell, all right? It doesn't give out an APR, guys, okay? This is a holding that's forcing you to hold, which do not think about it as being punished, because you're foolish if you do not have gold and silver. I'm just going to tell you that, okay? If you're balls in on crypto and stocks and bonds only, you're foolish for not getting gold and silver as well. Physical gold and silver. Everyone says, oh, just buy a silver ETF. Yeah. Do you like paying a ton of taxes? Do you like paying some guy sitting in an office doing absolutely nothing? I don't do that, because done right, guys, where I buy the silver, state of North Dakota, there's no sales tax. So I'm saving you 7% right there. All right. The fee is 10% to buy. Okay. It's 10% to sell, because now I have a spritz fee going in and out. I have to pay them. I have gas and time going up to the vault, getting it, going to the silver shop, collecting it, turning it back into crypto, and getting it to you. If you think that's too much, please don't join. Okay. You're going to have physical silver inside of a vault. You know why I like this? I actually hate silver because it's cumbersome. If I didn't have a vault and a store close to me, I wouldn't probably have silver. I'd be like the rest of you guys. I'd be like, I'm not owning that. It's cumbersome. It's a pain in the ass to go buy and sell. You have to store it securely because people will steal it. Okay. And that's just life. That's why I thought, let's come up with a silver bond. So, when you decide to sell, you can only claim at the end of the month. There'll be a 48-hour window. All right. 48-hour window. And then the last trading day of the month, which would be, say it was the end of February right now, or say this month was ending and people are already in a month. Good for them. They made 30% Okay. So today, tomorrow, there would have been a claim window open that would have opened yesterday at noon. It's going to be a 48-hour window to claim. And the claim shuts off at noon on the last trading day of the month, which would be tomorrow at noon Central. Okay. That gives me time. It is like that, ladies and gentlemen, because history has shown that when you, before next month's futures comes out, is the best day to sell. That's why we are putting it at that day every month, the last trading day. That gives me time to go get the silver. Whoever's selling, God forbid, whoever's selling it, going to get it, turning it back, getting the cash. Cash goes to the bank. Bank goes to Spritz. I get the crypto. Crypto goes to the smart contract to distribute to you. Okay. So that's how it works. And there's a 10% sell fee. Okay. So everyone's like, oh, buy an ETF. Well, I already did that. You're depending on someone else. You're depending on third party. I know I'm a third party, and so is AJ. You're depending on some you've never met, some you don't know. You are depending on a bank. I don't do that anymore. Okay. I've been screwed by banks before. I'm not doing that ever again. I'm not depending on crap. Right. No one's coming to save you in this life. Okay. Bottom line, I always tell my kids, suck it up. No one's coming to save you. Okay. So I'm done with banks. I'm done with that garbage. That's just me. You guys do whatever you want. Buy your ETFs and pay people who don't even do anything, whatever you want to do. I don't care. That's the big argument. Oh, just buy an ETF. Yeah. And pay your taxes. Be a good little boy and pay all your taxes too. Okay. So that's my theory on that. Smart people, okay, are crypto in, crypto out, taking that crypto. If they got bills to pay, they're putting it on their Spritz card or their Ultimo card, and they are paying their bills with that because neither of those report to the man. Just saying, guys, okay? I mean, you guys do whatever you want, but every time someone brings up one of these dumb comments, it's just like, it drives me crazy and whatever, okay? But that's silver bond, guys. It's open now. You can DM me and be like, hey, Ryan, I want a 10-ounce bar, or I want one silver bond, which is 1 ounce, which is about 84, 85, 86 bucks right now. Okay. There's already 5 bonds sold. These are going in the vault. I'm probably going to go buy some. I go to that silver store almost every day anyway, because I'm addicted to gold and silver. So whatever. Silver bond, guys, there's a Telegram group for it. Go to my other groups. The link is in there. If you guys want to buy a silver bond pre-launch, because it's going to be about a month before AJ and team builds the DApp where we can see our silver bonds and our P&Ls and everything. Okay. And then you'll be able to buy right on the dashboard. Otherwise, right now, I'm doing it for 3 people that just on a spreadsheet. Okay. And they're going to get paid out physically, but they're smart. They're not selling in a month anyway. I mean, if you guys need, I'm not going to start preaching about monthly payouts. Should be in something else. Or you shouldn't be anything at all. Go pay your bills if you need monthly payouts on things, right? Especially when you're holding silver and Bitcoin and ETH and things of that nature, or whatever. But that's silver bond, guys. Let me know in the comments or shoot me a DM afterwards. Say, I want a silver bond. I want it tomorrow. Okay, I'll be like, here's an address to send your USDC base. I'll go get your silver. Boom, it's done. You'll be on my spreadsheet. You own physical silver sitting inside a safe in North Dakota, small town North Dakota, inside a bank building. Okay? Remember, no sales tax on buying silver in North Dakota. 24 states have no sales tax. I am one of them. Every single one around me, there is sales tax on it. Okay? That's why I choose to buy. It saves you 7% right there. All right? So, what do we got here? Let's see. Polio says, so is there a different site where we mint the silver bonds? Oh, well, I probably already answered that. Polio, New Zealand. Right now, it's on a spreadsheet until we get the site going. There's just too much to do with FortuneFi coming out and other things happening. Okay, that's going to be out in the next week or two, and they're just so busy doing other things. So the site that's going to be up. I'm doing it now because I think silver is going to just keep climbing. Okay, so if you want to be part of the group, let me know in the DMs. Like I said, right now, 85, 86 bucks in USDC. We'll get you one silver bond. You own actual, you'll get one of these. All right, one of these guys. Okay, one silver. It'll be stored in my safe in a vault. I shouldn't say a safe, guys. It's a freaking vault. Concrete structure, steel vault. I'll get a picture of it next time I'm in there. I'm going to be in there this weekend. I'll take a video of it, and you guys can check it out. I have to respectfully disagree, Ryan. I think if there is not a major change come the end of the next Plazm cycle, and if the bull is not in play, we are going to see sub penny due to supply increase. I don't know, Marvin. Okay, I'm not sure. I don't think sub penny, but because remember, we have the buy and burn in the build. Okay, that's always working for us. It's not even turned up yet. Okay, so I'm not really concerned about sub penny anything, to be honest. However, hopefully L stake can help mitigate this. Yeah, L stake. Yes, hopefully L stake can do that, right? Free Louis says that's Grover holding gold and silver as a hedge. It's what reduces market drawdown on your entire portfolio. This is why L stake uses it as a hedge to protect investors against adverse market conditions. Right. Grover's right. Yeah. I've been holding gold for a long time. Okay. I have 3-digit gold coins, and it's been 4 digits for many years. All right. I've never sold one. Don't plan on it till it's, I don't know. I'm not going to sell any silver until I see it's probably, I might sell a 100-ounce bar when it hits $500. Okay. Then this little bar right here, you'll see it will be worth 50 grand. Okay. I paid $4,900 for this thing a month ago, and now it's worth $7,400. So that's a beautiful thing. I'm happy about it. It's not bragging, guys. It's facts. Okay. I wanted you guys to see what these things look like. Right. That's what it looks like. It's 100 ounces. It's heavy. That's just me. You guys do whatever you want. Go buy a silver ETF. I don't care. I like physical gold. I can touch and feel. Love it. Okay. The people who bought these silver bonds, I sent them pictures of it. They have the proof. I am going to write their wallet addresses on each one with marker, not on the coin, but on the back of it. So I know whose is whose, because that's what I promised them. Everything's on a spreadsheet for now. So just, think about that. The lower Plazm goes, the stronger the BNB works, lower price makes it bounce harder. Yes, that is correct. So, guys, any questions, comments, or concerns before we call? It's been about almost an hour. I know I don't explain things as good as AJ or Grover, aka Free Blue Me. I should have hit him up in the DMs before I thought for sure he'd be sleeping. Sorry about that, Grover. Next time for sure. Get with me after. We could talk about that. So, yeah. And anything else, guys, you want to talk about? The market's crap. We all know this. This is why I like to have, other things that I can watch charts on, like silver. I like to watch my bags grow. Who doesn't like to do that? 29.76 ETH. That's garbage. That's garbage. We're still making like almost 32% APR. Like Grover said earlier, 32% APR is nothing to sneeze at. That's 2.6, 2.7% a month. Okay. Yeah. You're not getting that in your real estate. You're not getting that. I don't get that in my real estate, guys. I have 88 apartments and 14 rental houses. Okay. I do not get that percentage, and I do all of the maintenance, all of the showings, collecting of the rents, everything. And I don't get 3 or 2.6% a month. So, or 31.83% APR. So what does that tell you? That I'm working too hard. I could just as well have my $2.5–3 million real estate portfolio in Bernard bonds instead. I wouldn't have to do anything. But yet I'm, fixing toilets and dealing with tenants. Tenants and toilets. That's all it is, guys. So when you say that anybody says, "Oh, his APR sucks," you know what? It's not that bad. All right. So just my opinion, guys. You think what you want. I know there's, harebrains out there that think it's the worst thing ever and it sucks. And, crypto's going to zero. And, it's not going to zero, though. Silver just going up and up and up. And crypto's not going to zero either. Okay. The old Bitcoin. Where's my Bitcoin? I got a Bitcoin over here somewhere. A gold one. It's one of those $7 ones off Amazon. I don't know where it's at. Somewhere around here. Anyways, it's just a matter of time before the bull comes. Okay. And I think hopefully it's a super cycle and we benefit from it all. Okay. That's why I love the team. I love AJ and I love Jake, both Jakes. They continue to adapt. They continue to build and forge ahead. They don't sit there and whine and put their head down and be like, "Oh my God, this totally sucks. What are we going to do? Blah, blah, blah." No, they don't do that ever. Okay. They haven't done that in 5 years. I've been with AJ for 4.5 years now. Always keeps going, always forging ahead. And like he says, I won't guarantee you that we're going to make a ton of money, but we're not going to quit. And that's what's important because it only takes one thing to make you an absolute legend. All right, guys? So it's been an hour. Thank you for joining and listening to my rambling. I know I'm not the best at explaining a lot of this stuff. That's why I wish I would have Grover on here. But AJ will be back next week. Maybe we'll have Grover on too. I'm going to talk to Grover after this AMA, we're going to hook something up for L Stake because we need to talk about that again. Holidays are over, guys, after tomorrow and Thursday. So thank God we get through that. Life is back to normal. I'm excited about that because it's been, holidays are a stressful time, and I'm glad they're over. But I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas. I wish everybody a Happy New Year. I will talk to you guys next year. Okay. Everything's still cranking. The team is doxed. Okay. The team is in front of you every Tuesday night, except tonight or the last one because of the holidays, guys. All right. Nobody else is doing this. Nobody else is sitting in front of the computer. Everyone else is hiding behind the screen and just being like, oh, yeah, we're doing this and that. No. The wallets aren't doxed. Nothing's on DBank, and they're not doing AMAs, and you can't talk to me anytime you want in Telegram groups. This is the only place. All right, guys? So that's just me. I appreciate it, and I appreciate AJ letting me be a part of all this stuff because he's a legend in the space, and I think we're just growing from here, and EMP and all these names are going to be, the legend in the space and the only thing people are going to be going to, okay? Because everyone else is getting wrecked and everything else. PACA's doing absolutely nothing. They're losing every day. Bitnest is gone, 94 million bucks. What else do you want me to say? I don't know. Who else is doing anything? There is no projects out there. There's none, okay? There's a couple, I think I've heard of. Aurum and Valtoro's gone. They rugged pulled. I think there's Aurum that's left. They don't show the trades either. Just a huge Ponzi, massive referral system, whatever. But enough about those guys. We all know what those trading bot protocols are when they don't show the trades. That's why EarnFi, CryptoBot, showing the trades, dashboard coming soon. It's going to be awesome. And that's it. Marvin says, I am not optimistic that the bull is right around the corner. Yeah, Marvin, you could be right. Like, it might not be till mid-20s. I have no idea. Nobody knows, Nobody knows when that's going to happen. We just wait it out and suck it up and take our 2.6% a month until then. I have no problem doing that because you know what? I know the capital is preserved and protected, and I'm still earning a yield. Okay? So until that comes around, I can be patient. I'm not a very patient guy, but this cycle has taught me to be patient because I don't have a choice. And that's why I'm adapting and thinking about other stuff like this. Okay. That's just me. You guys do whatever you want. Henry says, news recently is the guy from Grey Fund was nabbed in the UK. I remember Grey Fund. Yes, I had a buddy who was huge into Grey Fund, like multiple six figures, and that rugged. That was what, 2 years ago? 2.5 years ago? I remember Grey Fund now. Yeah. Well, I hope he didn't get nabbed. It was, I can't remember what, it was over 100 million bucks, or I think it was maybe over a couple hundred million. But yeah, I mean, what are you doing living in the UK anyway? My God. Go somewhere that's warm. Listen to me. Not dissing anybody from the UK. It's freezing cold out here, and I'm sick of it. I just want to go to the beach and be warm. But that's just me, guys. So, I mean, with that said, guys, stay vigilant. Don't answer any crazy DMs. Protect your seed phrases, all the good stuff, right? We don't want anybody losing money because of stupidity, all right? And things that you can prevent. So, and just stay focused in these times. Look for different things. Go touch grass. Go, spend time with the family instead of looking at the charts. Nothing is happening in crypto right now, okay? Leave your bags where they're at. Don't be selling stuff, like people are selling bonds for some reason. I have no idea why. I hope you really, really need the money. But, I mean, whatever. Marvin says, if there is a bull, I think will only be a certain coins that run. Okay. Because the institutions are here. Marvin's right there. The institutions are here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. The institutions who are the ones who are manipulating the market right now. I mean, that's what it is. Okay. Do I think Marvin's right? I think BTC has to run and ETH because those are the top two. Everything follows. If those two don't run, Marvin, we might be in for some crazy times, right? I mean, that's the gist of it. I'm not an expert. I don't have a crystal ball, but this is why I'm diversified into so many other things besides real estate and holding, you know, gold and silver and stocks, you know, Google, Apple, Tesla. I got the top 5, 6, 7. You know, I want to make sure I got a little bit in everything. Okay. I'm more into crypto than I probably should be, but it's just because I love it, because it's decentralized, right? Like, that's what I love about crypto. Nobody could tell you what to do, right? A bank's be like, oh, you want to take out this much cash? I was giving some of my employees cash bonuses for Christmas I was taken out of the bank last Tuesday, right before Christmas Eve. Took out $10,000 cash out of the business checking account to give to my 2 or 3 employees for Christmas bonuses. Oh, can we have your IDs? I've been banking at this bank for 35 years, 40 years almost. Can I see your ID? I'm like, what are you talking about? Oh, you're taking $10,000, $6,500, anything over $6,500. We need to fly. We have to take your ID, and the government, you know, file a report. I'm like, okay, no thanks. I'll take 5,000 now and 5,000 the next day, and you're not getting my ID. I mean, it's just ridiculous what's happening out there. Used to be 10 grand, now it's 6,500. Sooner or later, you're not going to be able to take $1,000 out. You can't go away for a weekend for $1,000. You're not going to be able to take that cash out. I was super irritated, but that's just the way this world is working right now. But I mean, guys, don't listen to me. Everybody knows I'm a little rough around the edges, and I just kind of do what I want. But some of these things that are happening is just driving me absolutely crazy, and that's just me. All right, guys. So stay vigilant, stay diligent, stay focused, touch grass. Quit looking at charts for a while. Let's get through the holidays. Let's come back next Monday, start fresh, and, you know, let's go. Like, I'm not giving up on crypto. I'm excited about it still. It's nothing's happening. Okay. I'm excited about making 2.6, 2.7% a month there. Right. I'm excited about going over to EarnFi, you know, and hopefully making 6% for the month and when being announced in 2 weeks. I'm excited about that because that's $3,000, you know, for me doing nothing. So things of that nature, right? I'm excited every single day. I watch gold and silver prices go up, but up, but up, but up. I love that. Gotta love that. Not that I'm selling, but I love to watch it. It's just me, guys, right? Now I'm rambling. Marvin says, I don't think ETH is going to run unless Bitmine, Tom Lee pulls a MicroStrategy, or Lay gets major Swift saying they are done and live. Yeah, honestly, Marvin, I'm going to go after this because I'm going to say I still believe that there's $9,000, $10,000 ETH in play for 2026. Will it happen? I don't know. I hope I'm right. I hope you're wrong. You know, I hope you're wrong. Even if I saw $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 ETH, I'd be so happy. You know, I'm okay with $150,000 Bitcoin too. Early in the year, I said 175 to 200,000. I'd be okay with 150. It doesn't need to go to the moon. Okay. People are going to be taking profits. Institutions are going to be making money on the way up, back on the way down, and they're going to manipulate and manipulate and manipulate. All right. That's the way it's going to go. So, all right, guys, with that said, like I said, stay vigilant, stay diligent in the space. Don't give away your seed phrases. Don't answer any. I will never DM you first about anything. If you guys want to get into the newest opportunity, which is the silver bond, let me know. I can get you in on the soft launch. And I'll get you your silver tomorrow. I'll get your silver bond tomorrow. I will send you a picture of it, and it's yours, locked in my vault here in North Dakota. All right, guys. So with that said, I hope everybody has a great rest of their Tuesday evening, and we'll see you in the next one.